Hi, and thanks for joining us today on Envision. We are talking about the important role that school board members play for us in the Sioux Falls School District. Dr. Brian Maher, we have an opportunity to celebrate our school board members coming up. The importance of that, it's really a thankless job. I mean, it's such an important job, but school board members do yeoman's work when it comes to it.
They do yeoman's work, and they take grief for decisions the superintendent makes, particularly when those decisions are related to inclement weather.
Oh yes, so that's always a tough one.
I always apologize to the board in advance for any poor decisions that I make in those areas, so, and I make light of that. But they do take some grief for decisions that I make without a doubt.
Yeah. So School Board Recognition Week is February 19th through the 23rd. That's to recognize all school board members in South Dakota, and we are grateful for their service. It's more than just showing up for one meeting every 2 weeks. There's a lot that they're required to do.
There's a great deal of work that they put in when I talk to prospective school board members about that commitment, I talk to them about, first of all, it's 2 meetings per month and a work session per month. So if we don't do anything else, there's 3 times when they could be shopping, watching TV, playing with their kids,
event.
playing with grandkids,
Right.
a whole lot of personal issues that they could be taking care of. They're not, because they're taking care of issues for 25,000 kids and for in excess, well in excess of 3,000 adults. So their job is thankless. It's many times really difficult, emotionally difficult, but it's also incredibly gratifying if you can get things done that are good for the community, good for kids.
Right. So we have a 5-member board, and this year we have 2 open spots that are coming up in the spring. There's an April election for that.
Correct.
The 2 spots available.
We have currently Kate Parker, who's serving as our board president. Her term is up. I think board member Parker is going to run again. I don't know that for sure, but I believe she is. And I believe she's completed 2 or 3 terms at this point. I don't remember exactly.
It's 2, but you might be right.
And then Todd Tolke. Mr. Tolke is a board member for us, past board president and current president of the Associated School Boards of South Dakota. So he's been very active and involved as a board member as well. And he has told me that he intends to run again. So, but whether they run again or not, there'll be an election for both of those board spots in April, as you mentioned.
Right, and they're 3-year terms. So, you know, there is that commitment of an extended period of time. In addition to those meetings that they attend, they're assigned to work on specific committees that the school board has that brings recommendation forward, whether that be a calendar committee, the insurance committee, all kinds of community committees and things like that.
And things that aren't even committee related but still draw their attention. I'll give you an example. We're putting together a task force as we most likely approach a bond referendum. And while the board members won't specifically be a part of that task force, they, I would guess, will be in attendance to watch the proceedings of the task force. So there are things like that where they go as interested, as board members interested in the outcomes of those meetings, whether those be community events or school events. Their influence really is more of a job than it is a volunteer position, but there's a great amount of time, energy, and work that goes into being a school board member.
Right. So we have those 2 open positions. Anyone is able to, as long as you're a resident of the Sioux Falls School District, you're able to put your name in the hat as well. You need to get a collection of signatures, signing a petition that you would be a good school board member. There are some deadlines and dates that are available on our website, so we encourage anyone who's thinking about public service. This really is, as you said, very gratifying to be involved at this level. And so if you're thinking about that, please consider it and know that there's a huge commitment, but also a lot of respect and appreciation for school board members.
You have a great opportunity to influence what happens in our schools. It is truly a local board. It's a local influence. You're giving back to your community. There are a lot of it is a lot of work, but there are a lot of good reasons to be involved.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us today on Envision. And remember, if you have an interest in running for a school board position, please check out our website for all of those dates and deadlines. Thanks for joining us.